Alright, hello. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me okay, because it looks like I'm gonna have to do something that I wasn't trying to do. So, first and foremost, I just want to say something really, really fast. Um, I literally can't believe this. Hold on. So, I'm here right now. Let me just grab something real quick. Okay. Let me get myself together because this is going to be a long stream. Okay, people may be wondering why I'm on the V-Bucks section, and it's highly relevant to this whole topic as to why I'm on the V-Bucks section. But most importantly, I just wanted to say that this is a Fortnite and this is a WWE stream. And you know, a lot has been going on or recently, to be completely honest. And you know, ever since I returned to the WWE community, I don't know, it's just been a lot going on from like the ending of 24 up until now. I mean, even though my revenge tour was successful, I feel like my last stream with people were pertaining to Glenn, where I retired Glenn like Becky Lynch is retired. And then I spoke about Jordan, aka GENHAWK, which was like months ago. So since then, I haven't really said anything about Jordan up until recently, up until Naz brought something to my attention based off of, I guess, Jordan was mad about Money Making Dario making a video about meeting me in real life and in my defense. So I then responded and I told Jordan that he was bitter. But most importantly, guys, I just wanted to say that a lot is really going on right now, and I just wonder if y'all think RTA can handle it. To be completely honest, I mean, I don't know, guys. I've been so successful in 24, and now it's like, you know, Ty ended up leaving, Tribal ended up leaving, and it probably is, honestly, y'all might be surprised, but it's becoming a little bit too much for me, to be honest. And I know that some of you who don't like me, y'all are like, yes, this bitch is finally crumbling, and you know, probably, guess what? Probably you're right. Probably I was wrong. Probably Jordan was right. Probably Tribal was right, you know, and probably I will run back to Tribal, because the thing is being, when things are much, these are the times where I have to go on my live and I have to express myself to my viewers and be open and honest. And also, I guess Tribal was right too, that me and E2 would probably argue. We kind of literally got into an argument, and we're not talking right now. But there's just one thing I wanted to say to all of y'all who's like coming in now, is that first and foremost, drop likes, because I'm being very vulnerable right now, to be completely honest, and this is really not the way my world tour was supposed to start. I mean, the revenge tour was so successful, but I don't know what's happening now, to be honest. But I know I sound sad, but one thing I have to say is, honestly, y'all are dumb as fuck if y'all believe that. Anyways, guys, welcome to, I mean, seriously, did y'all really think I would come on stream and be like, oh, come on. Seriously? What losers? If certain people really thought I was gonna break down like that and boo-hoo, wah-ha, and cry. And guess what? You see, unlike most people who proclaim to have a faction and a clan, I didn't come alone, because there was a certain comment that was made about how things are falling apart and they're crumbling. So let's go ahead and test that theory, shall we? Let's see. Let's walk into the clubhouse and see, because you know me, the gorgeous RTA would not have come alone, you know. And we're gonna talk tonight. We're gonna be a little bit messy. Hey, yo, Judgment Day people.
Yo. Yo.
Yo, is everybody here? Can y'all hear yourselves properly on the stream? I have y'all connected. See, the thing is what some of you WWE community people have to learn, and people on Fortnite, if you have your little groups or if you have your little clans, y'all need to come together. But most importantly, y'all need to come in unison. You see, I'm not going to come alone because I have my people. That's the thing, and that's what real groups do. We don't just like sit on streams alone and like blab our mouths to be completely honest. So before we get this started, because the main focus here is Tribal and GENHAWK, I got a Coke. So we're gonna go just let me know if y'all can hear yourselves properly. I got a Coke, and since people are fiending for a response from me that fucking bad, even though I haven't said much, let me crack open this Coke and let me go to this live chat. Okay, so let me crack a Coke open on behalf of Tribal and Jordan. Okay, hold on. Oh, a Coke, shall we? We got a nice little Coke, and okay, we're gonna get into things right here. Let me open up the chat and see if my voice is allowed to be shared.
How do we start? Like, where do we start from?
I don't know, babe, because babe, apparently you're a mute who doesn't speak, so I don't know. But I had to open.
Test that theory. I'll start.
Okay, hold on. Let me open up this chat. Go on, babe.
I'll start with you, Mr. Jordan. Mr. Bood. Now, I just want to start by saying, you know, the obvious fact. Your heart pumps feces. And the fact you want to sit here and claim that you're tired and you want to claim these people, oh, I don't play WWE anymore, it's beneath me, I moved on. You're going through some sort of Glenn syndrome where you cannot move on from things and get some form of closure.
Yeah.
So while you're going through that, it just leads me to like understand more things, like how you only were able to afford one pair of shoes while being in a clan like VBI and having people like Amp and other VBI members making fun of you for it. And you took it like a bitch. You want to know what that is? That's being a slave.
Oh.
So your little VBI members, yet you want to call me a slave, right? It sounds like to me you're a dumb motherfucker. That's why me and a lot of other niggas don't make streams about y'all bitch-ass niggas. Because y'all are fucking retarded. No sense at all.
That is true. Oh, and by the way, if y'all thought me and my boyfriend argued, I lied. Me and Daddy we never argue. And for some apparent reason, people seem to be so obsessed with like our relationship or whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna get into that in a moment's notice. Shane, are you there? Because apparently a lot of people like Tribal and Jordan seem to say, you can't speak for yourself.
Clearly I can.
Okay. Clearly because he's here, right? And Luna, are you here? My bestie, as always, by my side.
You know, I'm here. Yep,
all right. And I'm going to call this person Carlito for now. If y'all could figure out his voice, then if you know, you know. If you know, you know. But let me, before I open up this chat and before we get on to business, let me just address this. The Judgment Day in the WWE2K community is fully united because we are all in this VC right now. Every last one of us are in this VC. Even people who y'all didn't even know yet are a part of Judgment Day that are in this VC right now. And there's still more to come because you see, we came as a group. And I know that people are going to try to copy and huddle up and get together, right? But this is how you really do it. I have the whole Judgment Day here with me, and there's still more people to go ahead and slide on in. So before I open up this chat, the Judgment Day and I are going to make a joint decision. Who are we going to start with first? Are we going to start with Tribal? Or are we going to start with... Are we going to start with Jordan? What do y'all think? Who should we start with first?
I think it should be Tribal.
You think it should be Tribal? Okay.
I think it should be Tribal too.
Y'all all want Tribal, babe. What do you think?
I agree.
Oh,
I think it should be queers, yes.
And Carlito, do you think Tribal? Probably he'll say Tribal first, because I think Jordan is gonna be the most fun part. I just want to see. Carlito knows who he is. Do you have your microphone on, by the way? Just to make sure. Before I open up the chat, hold on. Let me open up the chat real quick. Y'all in the squarish shit. This squarish shit is so fucking hilarious. Hold on. Y'all in the Alright, y'all in the squarish shit. Yo, what's good, everyone? How it going? Everything is going good. Resurrect, do me a favor. Can you link KZ this? And make sure y'all drop some likes, okay? Now, let me just make something very, very clear to everybody in the WWE community, because I think that there seems to be a misconception, because while we had like, oh, and Boss is here, by the way, too, so we have the whole Judgment Day here, because apparently people think things seem to be crumbling. Nothing's crumbling, and anybody to think that anything is crumbling is stupid. Just because Tribal decided to wussy out, get his punk ass feelings hurt, and run back like the dog that he is, which everybody predicted on both ends, it doesn't mean that things are crumbling, because realistically, apart from Tribal, the only other person who left because they were peer pressure to was Ty, because trust me, Ty would have been with us if he wasn't petrified of a certain someone. But anyways, let me just say this. Glenn is gone, like I said, exactly what happened, right? Jordan, we'll get to you later. And let's be honest here. This whole thing that happened like in December in 2024 was all E2K and Shane's idea. So regardless of me joining the crap clan or not, the old whatever the fuck it is who has old farts left, the reality is it was going to happen regardless whether I was in the clan or not. But I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to let them speak for themselves. But most importantly, I'm glad to come back and say that apart from E2K and Shane's plan, right? Hi, Forza. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. What's up? I just wanted to say that the World Tour is getting started. I mean, I literally have everything. I haven't lost anything. The only person who decided to be retarded was Tribal. I have my boyfriend. I have my bestie, Luna. I have the Judgment Day. I have the two right-hand men. I have Shane and E2K. I have my brother Shane. I got my boyfriend. Like, I literally have everything. So I'm winning, right? And I guess that at the ending of the day, Tribal decided to leave because he got his punk ass pussy feelings hurt. And he's gonna have to embark on his own journey for the 4th time because he already got abused 3 times, okay? I guess he's going to have to learn for a 4th time and embark on his own journey. And not even to mention, we have the former chairman of that crap clan over there with Judgment Day. So literally, what don't I have? I'm very much confused as to why people think that cookies are crumbling or I'm backed up into a corner. I'm perfectly fine. But anyways, moving along, we're going to have the Judgment Day. Johnny, make sure you share this for me, by the way, if you don't mind, sweetheart. Thank you. So we're going to start with Tribal. Who wants to start first, Shane or E2? Because we're all here in the clubhouse and we're just chilling and we're laughing. To be completely honest, we don't take that like this is funny.
You should go first, you or me, Shane. I got it.
Okay, Shane, go ahead. Okay. Shane is going to talk for himself, which people think he doesn't know how to do. Go ahead, Shane.
Alright, Tribal. The fuck are you on? Sir, you're gonna go to the military, right?
you're gonna get booted the fuck out because your attitude doesn't work. Sarge is gonna be all up in your ass like your uncle was.
Sure.
So you need to shut the fuck up, grow a set of balls, and figure it out, man. Because you got some seriously mental issues that you need to deal with.
Yep.
That stems from your uncle, by the way, bitch.
And see, that leads me to speak on how this even all started, because this mentally ill, I would say what I would really want to say on the stream, but I don't want it to get, hit with, racial slurs, so we're not gonna do that. I'm just gonna say it like this. This guy, he felt like it was right for him, since he got into something with his ex. He felt the need to, I guess he would get some cool points out of it, to bring that sort of personal thing. He thought it was, like, okay to bring it into a WWE server, a Discord server, and he decided to expose things like his ex, getting raped by her uncle.
Yep.
And he thought it was okay to just say it in the chat. So, yeah, like, we call him a rape victim, what he is. But what he also is a fucking douchebag. Because no normal or sane person isn't just going to do that just because they get their sort of way in, like, a relationship or other things. That's like, there's something wrong, again, mentally wrong with queers for just doing that kind of behavior.
It's true.
So, him about that, for how he thinks this, Discord chat gets him, like, this mad and all worked up and everything. I told him to, if you can't handle it, to just get the fuck out. Stop being a bitch. And, again, he couldn't handle it. Like, he was all in the VC, getting into his feelings and everything else. He had to leave. And just like how he claimed to people that he left the server, you were banned, dumbass. So, like, whatever lie you want to tell these people, to me, that's irrelevant. Like, I don't care. That was the fact at the end of the day. You couldn't handle being called a bitch because, again, you can't handle a Discord chat. That's not our fault. That's yours. You're still a child in your mind. I don't have time. Neither does my members have to deal with some little bitch like you who's about to get literally slaughtered in the military.
Oh, is he going to the military, babe? Really?
In the fall, he's going, he said.
Sarge is going to be all up in his face and break him down mentally. And he's not going to handle it either. If I yelled at him, how's he going to handle Sarge yelling at him? He's not going to drop a full 30 set for the core. He's going to rock on 10 with those noodle arms.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Not the noodle arms.
Yeah, you know what's the funny thing? And there's something I want to elaborate on. Because there is a misconception, and I'm going to just say the fucking names, and Luna, we going to call this shit spade for spade, kettle meets pot, like we always do, right? Number one, Tribal, here's the thing, okay? I was one of the best friends you ever had for multiple reasons, right? But Luna will expose your messages soon enough, right? Because you see, you want to run your mouth and you want to blab with no evidence or proof or backative to say what it is you're saying on these, like, whack-ass streams with, like, 2 to 3 viewers. And that's all good and gravy if you want to run your mouth. Because at the ending of the day, I know that you're running your mouth because your booty butt hurt, right? I don't know if your uncle hurt your butt. I don't know who hurt your butt. But your butt is obviously hurt. It's like penetrated as fuck right now, right? So let's call it a spade for spade. You want to sit up there and you want to talk about how you're a real ass nigga. A real ass nigga, when they break up with their ex, right? They don't go to a community Discord, whether that may be WWE Discord or anything else, and expose personal business about their ex out of anger. No real man does things like that. But your excuse for it is, oh, I'm a crash out. I don't think when I crash out. That's the mentality of a fucking child. And you're literally, bro, literally about to be 23 years old. You see, here's the thing how karma works, Tribal. You wanted to expose your ex for being butt plugged by her uncle, and guess what happened? It turned on you, because realistically, if we really looking at these screenshots from what Remix has, right, it's kind of looking like you, to be honest, because you said in a screenshot, and I quote, people at Judgment Day can correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Yep. That's my screenshot. It's literally Remix had it in a screenshot. That's my name. So yes, that's my screenshot. Which means you're basically saying you got done up by your uncle. You're saying you got butt plugged, right? But you know what? Everything I talk about here, I'm a guy also the proof and the evidence. And I'm going to link it at the bottom of the description. So when people listen to all of this, they can go and click the links in the description to see that our words match what the fuck we talking about. Because at the ending of the day, Judgment Day doesn't just turn on a stream to blab with no proof or no evidence. And let's be honest here. Out of all the streams that were done on us, do you know that this is the first one that we're doing? And this shit has happened in, what, December, y'all?
Yep.
Luna, this happened in December, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
December.
Yeah, this happened in December. So the fact that this is the first stream that we're making really goes to show that we have fans, to be completely honest, because this is our first one. But we wanted y'all to get everything out that y'all needed to say, like Jordan and Tribal, because y'all are the main focus. The next thing, the misconception. Let me address the whole thing with Remix and Enlight, because babe, do you know, okay, that this collard green eating fool said that this whole situation that has gone on, like the only reason why we're cool with Remix is to like upset him, and this whole argument is stemming from apparently Luna, I didn't know him being cool with Jelly and some random friend that Jelly has named Princess.
Well,
Really?
Here's the thing that I have to say in regards to that. Don't nobody care about his fucking friendship in regards to those two over there.
We don't care.
Them two bitches over there, because no one gives a fuck. It's the fact of the matter is that we all know, and Tribal definitely knows.
Of course he
but
does.
Tribal wants to lie. Tribal wants to lie about it. That E2K bitched him. E2K bitched the fuck out of him, and then he left. And he said it in such a, and before he left, he wanted to say in such a sad tone, okay, I understand. And
Yeah.
he left.
Yeah.
And that was all that, and that's all that you said. If you was a real nigga, if you was somebody that you was going to be doing all of this shit with fucking E2K, you would have did the shit in the fucking VC, but you didn't do it.
That's true.
So no, you a baby back bitch, and you nothing else but a fucking phony ass motherfucker. You're fake as fuck.
Sure.
I have the fucking DMs, and
Right.
because you want to go and try and switch up the story, but you literally said that E2K was the one that went and fucking yelled at your ass. E2K yelled at your ass, and that's why you went and you fucking felt some type of way. You was talking about how you got held down and all this other shit and so on and so forth. Don't sit there and lie and say that because you was friends with, just because you end up being buddy with Jelly and Princess over there. Don't nobody give a fuck about that.
We don't
Because
care.
when we talk to you, when we talked to you in the fucking VC about it, we told you we don't care if you're friends with them, but don't fucking feel some type of way when people start being friends with people that you don't like.
That's what we said.
Because you sat your ass there and you wanted to be buddy with ups, bitch. With ups.
That's true.
Because you just saw that we had an argument with them the other day, and then you want to try and be buddy with them afterwards.
See,
So
yeah, and
all that it is.
see, and here's the thing, right? When we come to talking about ops and all of this and that and the third, see, here's the thing about you, Tribal. Okay, you do things to people, and then when people give you back the same treatment, you get upset. You're over there running your mouth talking about how the only reason why we're cool with Remix is to get back at you. Not even. Because you see, at the ending of the day, here's the difference, right? With the whole situation with Remix. The only reason why I was ever getting into it with Remix, you sped ass nigga, was because I was defending you when him and Enlight was saying that you was getting butt plugged by your uncle. And every time you would come into the Judgment Day clubhouse, you would cry about it. Okay? Hashtag Liv Morgan. Alright? The real one. And you would sit up here and you would complain and moan and bitch to us about Remix and Enlight, talking about how, oh, I hate Enlight with a passion, I hate Remix with a passion, but you did specify that you hated Enlight the most. It was every single day, Tribal, that you're crying, bitching, and complaining about a community chat that you clearly can't handle. So just understand that the only reason why me and Remix ever beefed or had an exchange of words was because I was cool with your ass and he didn't like you. And what's ironic, right, is that, let me ask y'all a question, Judgment Day. Does Remix come at me anymore ever since me and Tribal stopped being cool?
No.
Oh, no. No. He doesn't come at me anymore because I was over here defending yo ass. And the funny thing about it is the quote unquote new friends that you have now, when you're getting bopped to left, right, and center because the community takes you as a joke, especially after you left us because now you have no guidance. These so-called new friends that you want to talk about, they're not even defending you when you're getting bullied about you getting butt plugged by your uncle. None of these people are helping you the way that we helped you. Me and Luna brought you into a VC, right? And we let you know that you can be cool with whoever you want to be cool with. We don't control you. But because we know how you are and you're one to dish things out to people and not being able to take it, me and Luna was just like, okay, well then, if you're going to be cool with ops, why the fuck are we defending you against Remix and Enlight? It's tit for tat. It's spade for spade. It's kettle meat pot. We're just doing the things that you did back to us. But now when we're cool with Remix and now when we're cool with Enlight, you want to switch the narrative and you want to be like, oh, they're only doing that because they're upset with me. Not knowing the reality of the situation is the only reason why Remix ever had a problem with me was because I was cool with you. Because notice, it all stopped. What we talked about in that VC, Jelly and whatever that princess person's name is, please don't try to make them feel special and make them think that there's some like highlighted topic and they're the reason why this is happening. Please stop it. They're not. They're not. We know what you're trying to do. You're trying to make them feel special. But realistically, come on, Tribal, it's not. It's because you were fine when we told you what we told you. It's not working. Because you even sat up there, little boy. You even sat up there and you apologized to us. And you were like, oh, I see what y'all mean. I didn't see it that way. I didn't see it that way. I see what y'all mean. I see what y'all mean. Yeah, I'm not going to be fucking with them. It wasn't until my boyfriend literally came in and screamed at you out of nowhere and because he was tired of you complaining and said to you, yo, my nigga, if you can't handle the WWE community server and if you can't handle Remix or Enlight or what people are saying to you, then get the fuck out of the server, you dumb ass nigga. He didn't tell you to get the fuck out of Judgment Day, you fucking retard. Luna, what the fuck did my boyfriend tell Tribal to do? What did he tell him to leave? Did he tell him to...
He definitely told him to get out the server. He didn't say anything about getting out of Judgment Day. He said definitely get out the server.
Right. And if you was a real ass nigga, right, a little boy, you had the opportunity to puff your chest out, Mr. Army Man, and say, yo, E2, or Dom, I don't appreciate the way you're... Oh, and look, somebody else from Judgment Day joined because we're fully united, right? You would have said, yo, I don't appreciate the way you're talking to me. No, you little bitch ass nigga, you didn't do that because you're scared of Daddy Dom. You're scared of my boyfriend. You took them little balls and you tucked it at the back of your ass crack, okay? And you said, all right, I'll speak to you later. Na 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 na. Blah 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 blah. So all of this energy that you're sitting up there and you're trying to give, you lucky bitches like me didn't record your fake ass. And you're lucky that times when you want to go on about depression, you're lucky that the times when you came to me and you told me that you were depressed, I was the one. And my boyfriend allowed me to. Since you want to bring up depression, I was the one who was sitting up there talking to you. Not none of these bitches was talking to you in the community chat at all. At all. And as far as you being held down, right, you want to go on there and you want to talk about some psychology. Sweetie, you weren't doing any psychology or taking any psychology courses. Yo ass, so what you told Judgment Day, and they can all correct me if I'm wrong because they're all in here, yo ass was being held down in a juvenile hall by a group of niggas. So unless they take psychology courses and they have extracurricular courses or activities in the juvenile hall where you got held down, please let me know how you take psychology courses, because it sounds like to me you're trying to talk like me, the person who actually took them.
And since we're on this subject at hand, this is the same guy who is literally trying to claim he lives in his own house, yet the last time that I spoke to him about his living situation, he told me in actuality he's living with his grandmother.
Your fucking granny.
And to top it all off, you got fired from a Lowe's. So it's like you have that shit on your resume. It's like they're gonna look at your thing and see, oh, he got fired from a Lowe's. He worked at Dairy Queen.
Like,
Imagine.
yeah, to stop telling people that you drive your own car, that you got all this money and all of this. Literally, if I could get Remix in this chat right now, he will show where your ex said you had no money and you had no car. Okay? So stop trying to fabricate your life like you got all of this shit going on just because you managed to suck dick for $100, okay, to get the deluxe edition for WWE, cocksucker. Okay? Because see, here's the difference, cockmongrel. Okay? Here's the difference. Because I didn't want to do it to your cockroach looking ass, but I'm gonna do it. Okay? Here's the difference. There are different versions of WWE that come out, you big nose red clown, okay? There's different versions of WWE that come out, and people have a choice, okay? Whether to get the standard, the deluxe, or whatever the fuck that comes out. Just because we didn't want to spend $100 on a broken ass game that was going to be filled with hacks and glitches, and the game is going to be ruined like it is every single year, okay? It doesn't mean we're broke. Probably, Tribal, did you ever stop to think that we just wanted to put our money to other use? The game is doing the same thing, whether you're spending $70 or $100. You go online, you fight people. The game is doing the same thing. The only difference is you're getting all of these extra features with the deluxe edition. And for what? when the game is broken as hell. The game is
No,
broken as hell. Like,
it's broken and it's like fully ruined, like on both sides. I'm talking PlayStation and Xbox, because from the damage that was
broken.
done,
Yeah.
there's cracks only on PlayStation. Even on Xbox, you have people like LOD, like David Post, like that nerd over there. Even you have his goons over there running around with hacks. So it's like you're not getting like any breathing room from the damage.
Yeah, like, and there's something else I wanted to say, but it'll probably get back to my mind. But the overall point is, sir, just because somebody didn't want to spend $100 on a game and they wanted to put their money to good use, okay, because the game is obviously really broken and you yourself don't even play it as is, how are you going to sit there and how are you going to call somebody broke because they decide to want to spend money on a standard edition? Can you explain that to me, Tribal, how that makes sense?
Let's call out that one point. No, let's go back to that one point right there. He spent how much on the game and he's barely playing it? Oh, okay. So I can understand if that's your money, but don't try and talk about spending spending $100 just for your ass to not play the game. Bitch, don't nobody care about fucking that shit, because I spent $100 last year and I got nothing from that but stupid bullshit. So why the fuck would I pay $100 again just to do something, just to only fucking play the game early access? Because that's all that I'm really getting. I don't see
Literally.
any benefit from me spending $100 fucking for a fucking game that's going to have the same shit going on. I already seen the DLC, and I definitely dodged the bullet too, because that DLC pack is looking washed, because it really is. So you sitting there talking about you spent $100 doesn't mean shit. You wasted your money. Congratulations, you spent what, an extra $30 to play the game early access. Congratulations.
Like, congratulations. And who else joined from the Judgment Day joined the VC? Because I'm not looking at the screen right now because I heard the thing go up. Oh, sickness? Okay. Yeah, right. So that's the thing. There's a couple of other BS shit that you said, Tribal. But I mean, it's just like, really? You said so much BS that we cannot even wrap our minds around the amount of BS you fucking said. Because it's like, at the end of the day, you just want to sit up there and you want to play victim. Each and every time. You want to play victim. You don't want to give accountability for your actions, and you want to sit there and you want to run your mouth about the things that you think you know, right? But then again, the information that you're giving, it's not really accurate at all. But let me, before we even move on, I just want to say this. Me and Luna, okay, we don't give a fuck if you're cool with the jelly. We don't give a fuck if you cool with Princess. Nobody cares about that, bro. Literally, nobody cares if you're cool with Jelly or if you're cool with Princess. Nobody cares about that. So the fact that you're trying to make it seem like bitches is mad, hurt, or obsessed with anybody.
We're not losing any sleep. We're not shedding any hair. We're not fucking over here crying in a corner. We're not doing any of that shit just because you're friends with them. Be friends with them. We don't care. We're done. Like,
nobody cares.
You're blocked, bitch. Like, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we moving on while you're still chirping about us. And while they sit there and they wait for us to say something about them so that they can feel the need to feel some type of...
But you know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? The fact of the matter is this. This is the most funny thing ever, right? And here's what's the funny thing.
Stand by for us, like they're going to do something to us.
That's
why they sit in that chat.
It's that too, but it's the fact that, okay, Tribal, it's the fact that because you're not friends with me anymore, or Luna, or anybody in the Judgment Day, you have to settle. Because if this never happened, guess what? You wouldn't even be cool with them. So, if I was those bitches, I would hate to be a secondhand replacement, to be completely honest. And there's a difference between people who are meant to be superstars and then people who are meant to stay in the crowd like dusty ass bitches. You see, here's the thing. This situation don't got a kettle to a pot to do with jelly. It don't got a kettle to a pot to do with jelly, yet everything that's happening, this nigga, what's his real name, babe? The jelly person. I don't even know too much about this person other than the person really copies me. What's their real name?
I heard his name is Terrell. So it's like, you know, pretty similar, you know?
Right, Terrell. Right, listen, okay? The fact that this whole situation has nothing to do with you and you look like a fan in a WWE crowd watching the show, we're glad that we could be your entertainment. Because you so claim that you're this, that, and the third, but what you really need to be worried about is you need to worry about Blue leaking your unfiltered photos and your ex basically just dragging you from left, right, and center. That's what you need to be worried about, because your priorities are clearly out of order, because this situation has nothing to do with you. And like a good little fan and a good little bitch, you sit and you watch from the side like a good little fan that you are, and you think that bitches are worried about you. Look at this whole situation going on right here. I mean, what does it have to do with you? Absolutely nothing. But for some reason, and Luna's here to see it, and everybody's here to see it, you're just always trying to ball yourself into something that don't have nothing to do with you. Meanwhile, your ex is dragging you on his channel, in Discord chats and all of that. You need to focus on your responsibilities, bitch. Because
Sickness going back on his PC, he said he has something to say about little Mr. Jordan. So although we're on the subject about
right,
Mr. Terrell, yes.
Oh, babe, can you delete your last comment, because the chat is kind of glitched out on my phone. I don't know why, but sometimes it does that when I'm live.
One thing to say about the rape victim. One more thing.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll get back to him too, Shane, so don't worry.
Go ahead, sir.
Alright, am I good to go?
Yeah, Sickness, you here?
Yes, I'm right here. More than ready to talk about the #1 shit stain of the entire universe, Mr. GENHAWK. Oh. Jordan motherfucking Bird. The guy who talks about people who used to be a part of the community but no longer are. And you want to know why? Because they're fucking dead. And then you like to bring up the shape of their body and how much they weigh and why that's the reason they're no longer here. But it's not just that. It's the stone cold hard fact that you felt the need to put this dead man in a community tier list and fucking mispronounce his name and like personally like go deliberately out of your way to misspell his name. Let me just make something super fucking crystal clear to you, Mr. Bird. It is not harmonics, it is harmotics. And you should know that better than anyone, considering the person who is his online tag team partner has uploaded 3 different videos, all 3 of them over 10 minutes long, of you getting destroyed in matches back to back to back to fucking back. You are that much of a joke when it comes to your online reputation that this person who uploaded these videos because of how much you disrespected harmonics, not harmonics, harmonics, that he introduced guest superstars who did the same thing! You're a fucking joke! That's all I had to say.
Oh my god. That shit is crazy. So you see, babe, did you hear what I told you about the comment section, by the way? If you don't mind?
I deleted it.
Alright, thank you, baby. Right. So here's the thing, right? And Tribal, you want to talk about Tribal? You see, you're a big old clown with a big red nose, right? Because here's the thing, okay, little boy. Nobody left other than you. Ty don't count because Ty been left a long time ago, and the only reason why Ty left is because he's peer pressured. Don't go on there about Rebel because Rebel is perfectly fine, and if Rebel was here, he would surely drag your ass from point A to point B. Don't act like he wasn't in the community chat making fun of people with me, Luna, and the rest of Judgment Day. Just what last week, Luna, when he was talking about Miss Mag's shoulders. I can't. Yeah, like Rebel is cool. Rebel is fine. So the joke is on you because, and let me go on there and say, don't even know why your booty butt hurt about Rismal because you're bringing up all of these people who just don't fuck with you because the community sees you as a joke after what you pulled. You had a prime opportunity, right? You had a prime opportunity to be your own person. We're all the group here. Nobody is better than one another. We all come together. We all work together in unison. And this is why people fuck with the Judgment Day. We don't run our mouth for hours and hours and talk about how we're better than one another. We're a group. And the fact that you went and ran your mouth and said that, oh, the Judgment Day is just basically revolving around E2K, that's a lie. It's revolving around all of us because we want to set the example that people in the community make the community, not just one person makes the community. It's people in general. And in the Judgment Day, we are a united group that comes together to help one another in every single way. Nobody is better than one another. But you know what? You wouldn't know anything about loyalty. You wouldn't know anything about unison because didn't you tell us that your ex-girlfriend left you for your best friend? So you see, Tribal, here's the thing. You know nothing about loyalty because all your life people haven't been loyal to you. And when you finally meet a group of people that decide to help you out and decide to be loyal to you, because you've been sabotaged by other people so much, because you've been held down in juvenile prisons by people who you claim are your cousins, talking about how you're going to get your cousins on me and get your cousins on Luna and this, that. Are they really your cousins? Because just because you meet people in jail and they're like family to you, it don't mean they're actually your cousins, Tribal. I think they must have held you down way too long. They must have held you down way too long. And everybody in here is saying what the fuck they want to say because their own individual. Oh, let me ask a question. Oh, baby, am I manipulating you with my gold digger magic? Like, am I manipulating you? Or are you saying what it is you feel from your mind and what you want to say? Because apparently I manipulate. Shane, apparently I manipulate. Everybody in the Judgment Day, apparently I manipulate. Or can't y'all just see right through the bullshit that's going on?
I would tell you this right now, Clarice, but I meant every word that I told you in that VC and in any VC that I was, in with you. I meant every single word of it like it was polio. So when I said that you're a bitch that needs to grow up, I meant that. So it's like I'm just not gonna keep going over the same thing with you and how you're itching to get a reaction from out of me, and then when I want to speak to you about facts, that's when you want to start saying, "Oh, you ignore it, dude. I don't want to argue with him." Like, you're a bitch. That's what bitches do. I don't have time for that.
Sure.
And just for the record, Liv or RTA are definitely not manipulating me. Everything I had to say towards Mr. Bird was on my own volition. There was no manipulation there. I have been holding that shit in for months, big dog.
Mm-hmm.
And
hey,
I
Robbie.
realized something pretty amusing. Is it just me, or do manipulate and Blake rhyme a little bit? Because, they kinda do, don't they?
Seems so. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Tribal, you had people. You had people, right? You could have been, you see how much, you see, here's the thing what I don't understand. And I'm gonna get to Jordan soon enough. How you been, Robbie? How you been? Everybody's just listening in. Sorry, I'll get to y'all's comments or any questions that y'all have like after. Here's Tribal, it's just, here's the thing. You had an opportunity to be known for you, to be authentically you with your brothers of the Judgment Day, and it's like you must love abuse, because it's like when you were in the old NK, like Shane and Babe, how many times did he get into it and get like kicked out? Like it's like he's stuck in a boot loop. Like you don't want to be around people who have your back and support you and want to treat you like a human being. You're literally going back to your abuser, the same person that you complained about, but now because you're upset with my boyfriend, you want to switch narratives.
Like he's stuck in a revolving door.
Like you're stuck in a revolving door. It's like you were literally out of that shit. And the same issues we had as to why we all left, those are still your issues. The only reason why you're trying to act like these are not your issues, right, is because of the fact that you're just upset with the Judgment Day. But you know what? There was one thing that Wendy Williams was right about, right? And I don't even want to say this person's name because the main topic is about you, Tribal, and Jordan. But the toothless,
because how you doing, bitch?
right? The thing is, being Mr. You're over there with Mr. Toothless Wendy Williams, who always wants to know the scoop, and it's just basically like one thing that Mr. Wendy Williams, the toothless Mr. Wendy Williams, was right about is that when this whole beef started happening, he said you would be the easiest one to get back, and like a good little dog, Wendy threw the kibbles and bits, and you came barking back for a treat, and you just got used for information that you still couldn't get correct. How about that? You allow people, this is why you needed to be guided by the Judgment Day, because realistically, you got used the fuck up, and now you're of no use. Because even though you're on there giving certain type of information, the information that you're giving is not valid, because you're over there saying that sickness is not in the Judgment Day because he barely speaks. He just talks. He don't talk to you, boy. He's literally right here.
Hi, Tribal. How's it going, man? The reason that I don't talk to you is because I've never met you before. And now, knowing what kind of person you are, why would I even want to?
Literally.
Why would I even want to? I'm right here. Say something.
Right. And Rebel, if he was here too, the only person who left was you, Tribal. Ty didn't even really want to leave. He was just manipulated. And he was forced to leave. He didn't want to leave. He was happy when it was time. Guys, was not Ty happy as fuck? Happy as fuck wanting to leave. And bitches try to put fear into his heart. And because he's a wussy, he backpedaled. And that's fine. Then Tribal, you want to sit on there. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. You want to sit on there and you want to talk about how you were loyal and you rode with us from December all the way up until now. Almost doesn't count like Brandy. Go look up that song. You fucked up. It doesn't matter if it's one time, twice. You did some op shit. And that is what it is. Almost doesn't count. You would have been better off not joining us at all. And let's make this very, very clear. This was all E2K and Shane's plan. I went along with them because Shane is my bro, and I'm going with my boyfriend. I'm not going to backstab my boyfriend. I'm not going to turn on my boyfriend. I'm not going to do none of that because I know the definition of loyalty. Okay? So I'm not going to turn on my boyfriend because you don't know how to handle him. That is on you. You made that choice to do what you did. You don't tell me that, oh, my relationship is on the line and this, that, and the third and blah, 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 blah. Nah. It's not going to go down like that. It's not going to go down like that because the argument was between you and him. It had nothing to do with my relationship. And can I say this, y'all? Apparently, okay? Apparently, I said, and Daddy Dom said, that me and him live together. When did we say that?
I don't. Yeah, see, this is why I said people mental illness revolves around these kind of people's minds around the clock, 24/7. So, including that toothless Wendy Williams person. Yes, him, the one that gets held down in the juvenile hall, and the one that pumps doo-doo in his heart and through his arteries, through his veins. Yeah, all of these people have serious mental illness. That's why we don't make, multiple and compulsive streams like a certain other person does.
And I'm on the V-Bucks. Yeah, and I'm on the V-Bucks screen because we're going to address this $8 thing from Mr. Bood soon enough. So, Luna, just remind me to address the $8 things. But listen, it's not my fault that me and E2 are the hottest couple in this community. And y'all are dying to know what's going on behind the scenes. No, we're not making a tape. No, we're not going to give y'all some real world MTV recordings courtesy of the Judgment Day so that y'all could see behind the scenes. My relationship is none of you people's business, right? Y'all see what y'all see if we decide to show it, and that's just that. So I'm not going to go on and explain myself, but one thing I will clarify is that E2 is my IRL boyfriend. However, I never said that he lived with me. There's a reason why I have these Maryland seashells sitting on my fucking counter, okay? So stop worrying about my relationship when you're supposed to be dating a whole white girl who nobody ever hears in the background, who you have so much time and all these hours and extra energy to spend. You're like literally a Naz number 2, not giving your girlfriend any type of attention, but you find time to sit up here and envy your former brother's relationship. It's not my fault you can't find somebody who can stick by your side and be loyal to you like I'm loyal to him. And you're not going to peer pressure me into going against my boyfriend because you don't know how to handle him. You're going to untuck your dick, stop crying about it, and you're going to handle him on your own.
His uncle did that.
Right. So, does anybody else, are we missing anything else, like, pertaining to tribal or Aquarius? If anything...
Shane has something to say.
Oh, Shane, yeah.
Dude,
Okay, go ahead.
you're tribal. You're trying to say you came up with the entity name? Nah, nigga. Boss came up with that in '09. And that's how you came up with the entity name? Fucked up, bro. Nah, nigga.
Oh, okay, my bad. My sound was playing. Yeah.
That is true. Yeah, Blood, Aquarius, you thought it was cool for you to, the other day, you were to, like, upload some sort of garbage-ass video with some disheveled car with some dirty afro that came from Naz's, like, work with making cars. So I'm sitting at this thing, I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker really made this? Calling himself an entity. So if you want, you can go the other route that the toothless one went, and we'll see how far you get. Because, oh man, because when the chairman gets started up, this is when things get interesting.
Yeah,
So
because,
it's like,
yeah, and Boss is sitting right here. And the thing is that, I'm going to just say this, Tribal. You want to go on about how this, that, and the third pertaining to me? Tribal, I have messages of you telling me that you love me and you always will. Like, literally, all of Judgment Day seen it. It's literally in my DMs. Hell, Remix even seen it. I can post it in the Gayaza. So it's like, we know you're mad right now. To be completely honest, we know you're mad. But it's like, at the ending of the day, sweetie, I can't love you the way you love me because I love my man. So it's like the fact that you snuck into my DMs and told me that, thinking that I wasn't going to screenshot and show my boyfriend, I find it really ironic that you're sitting up here and you're calling somebody like me insecure just because I don't let people run with bullshit narratives. Why? Because I'm not insecure like you, and I love showing myself and I love posting my pictures. It means that I'm trying to prove myself to outside people in a Discord chat. You ever thought of, I just feel like I'm beautiful and I love myself? How about that? You wouldn't know anything about self-love, would you, Tribal? Because you seem to misinterpret everything that people do, and you try to flip the narrative and twist it like a motherfucking pretzel that you are. But one thing I will do is, since you want to go on about there and you want to act like it's stemming from your two new besties or whatever the case may be, it's like, I'm gonna have Luna read the screenshots of what you told him the real reason was, why you left. He's gonna go into the DMs, and me, RTA, I'm not obsessed with anybody. I've been here since SVR 11, and people know a copying ass bitch when they see one. So I don't need to go on about, oh, Jelly's copying me, this and that and the third, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows that already. So we're not even going to talk about that. And the X already confirmed that by showing me the screenshots of the YouTube history where all my videos was lined up on that person's motherfucking profile. So if you're mad about it, you can go cry to Blue, or you can go cry to the person who showed us. So I already know what's T. But Luna, go ahead and read that screenshot. Yeah, take your time.
Let me go get the screenshot real quick.
Yeah, go grab it.
Don't bother trying to delete it, because I also screen recorded it. So yeah.
Yeah, so tough on that.
Don't pull no mag shit over here, bitch.
That's funny because they do like to remove messages. How you been, Robbie? I've been good.
Right.
Go ahead, Luna.
Here's what. So I messaged him and I was like, hey, Tribal, the situation, what's the situation? Blake now is talking about what we discussed in VC. I understand you're upset with how E2K came off. I could tell it in your voice afterwards that you were upset. Did you go and tell him all what happened? Just help me understand here. And Tribal's literal response was, first off, before I speak on that, I'm not the spy, and Blake thinks that it's still Pete that's the spy. Thinks that it's still Pete that's the spy. He thought he was going to get the information from me. I never told him the real spy, and yes, I was upset about him talking to me anyway, because I dealt with that shit from the guards in Juvenile. If it wasn't for E2K talking to me anyway, I would have listened. I'm not siding with Blake and them, but E2 is still my brother. We just having a disagreement. I just need to get in a VC to talk to him whenever. I'ma talk to Shane. I came to Blake because I was crashing out in the moment, and I shouldn't never did it. This man don't know how to fucking type. It's fucking crazy to me. Oh my lord. But yeah, that was word for word what he said. I have the screenshot, I have the recording, so we not about to sit here and act like shit never happened. Don't try and pull no mag shit with me, bitch.
And where's that? There's no part in that screenshot that Luna read that it was revolving around Jelly or Princess. Where is Jelly and Princess? Where is Jelly and Princess? Do you see anything? Oh, okay.
A non-factor loves to try and be something.
Right. So nowhere in there was there Jelly and Princess. And I'm gonna just make this very, very clear. Okay? And this is me talking directly to this Tyrell, Angelic, whatever the fuck this person wants to be today. I'm gonna just say this. Okay? Do what you gotta do, boy. Okay? But just understand, right, that at the ending of the day, this is all going on with Tribal. Tribal knows what's real, and you're just a second fiddle to his emotions, bitch. Let's just make that very, very clear. That because he got into it with me and my boyfriend and the rest of Judgment Day, He's settling for you because you've always been second to me. So he can sit up there and he can run his mouth all he wants, but at the ending of the day, he knows what's real. Because let's be honest here, I know him better than you. And that's how it's going to stay, and that's how it's forever going to be. So let's just make this very clear. Ain't no cookie crumbling, because we have members that y'all don't even know about yet. We have more. And as you can see in this VC, we're all united. The only one that left was Tribal. And Ty left some months ago because he was peer pressured. If he wasn't peer pressured and he was left alone, he would still be with the Judgment Day. And that's fine if he chose to do that, because we don't need weak-minded people in the group anyway. So with that being said, we are going to move forward to this one. Is Carlito still in the party? Or just because I haven't really heard him say much, I just want to make sure he's there or if he's muted.
He said something in the chat.
What'd he say?
He said that he was here. I don't know if he is here now. Let me at him.
A 0 V-Bucks, get a job. Maybe you can afford me and you're playing free game after. Miss Mag, here's the thing. Miss Mag, here's the thing. I know you see on the screen 1,650 V-Bucks. Okay, that's almost 2,000 and more to be acquired. I'm just not putting all my money on the account, or unless you're blind. Okay, but this is why I'm on the V-Bucks screen, because of autistics like you who don't know your numbers. How do you confuse 0 with 1,650? Please do tell. Because 1 is a single number.
That's crazy work, actually. That, I just now peeped that one.
The V-Bucks are literally right there.
Oh my lord. Don't switch it up, bitch. Don't switch it up. Don't say, why are you playing a free
Nah, don't switch it up because you got caught being a dumbass.
No, because you already just proved that you a dumbass, bitch. Sit your ass down and shut the fuck up. Don't try and come and insult people.
What's the type, right? So let's actually bring up like something of Mag. So since you're here, right? You thought it was smart to message a good friend of mine, Y-Boss. You thought it was smart of you to try and tell him things, you know, your little plans of what you were trying to do in Blake's clan. So you tried to say that you were pretty much, you were wanting a tag partner, so you were begging Y-Boss to tag with you to fake Naz and Roman. And we all know Naz is a pedophile, but you, on the other hand, you thought it was smart to text a good friend of mine and act like it wouldn't get back to me. So that's where you messed up.
Aww.
You told me, you intentionally told me all of this information. So now, I made it to where you have no choice to dick ride a man you were supposed to originally set up. So, while you're over here being delusional, talking about V-Bucks and all that, the damage was done.
No.
So, I made it to where you hate me as much as you hate Blake. Or even worse. And you can thank me for that.
Shane, do you have anything to say to Mag, Sickness, or anybody in the Judgment Day, Carlito? Because we're all here fully united. I mean, Shane, do you have anything
T1 number one.
T1 no. T1 number one. See, here's the thing. Go ahead, Luna.
Mag, I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about me getting owned 8 times, bitch, because who are you?
That is true.
Who are you?
That's true.
It's so funny when people want to talk about me getting owned and I don't even know who they are. Whoever the fuck that Mr. Henley Huxley or whatever the fuck his name was wants to talk about it, and then fucking Mag over here talking about it. You bitches were never in my peripheral, so why the fuck would I care now about y'all talking about me getting owned? Make it make sense.
And he's still gonna talk his shit.
And I'm still gonna talk my shit.
I can just agree that our good buddy Michael.
I've never been. First of all, don't call me Barbie, bitch, because I've never addressed myself as Barbie. Don't ever do that. I've never had an account involving Barbie. I don't have Barbie in my name. Barbie has never been associated with me.
Is he drunk? He doesn't know that I'm the doll? Like, I'm confused. Like,
he's sitting on Grey Goose because he really out here just faded, bitch. Like, I don't get it.
Okay, yeah, we can agree that Mag is just being weird at this point, but our good friend Carlito, he's here now, so he.
Carlito, are you here? Is he back? I'll let him say if he wants to talk. Just let me know and I'll give you the floor. You're here? Alright, bet. Yeah, he's here. And like I said, the Judgment Day is fully united. Sickness is here. He spoke on what he needed to speak on. Shane is here. I'm here. Boss is here. I mean, at the ending of the day, Rebel May Walt's in here too. Daddy Dom is here. Carlito's here, Luna's here, and we still have members that y'all don't even know about. And like I said again, tribal, okay? Don't get mad at me, because I made Enlighten my new twin, okay? Like I said, spade for spade, kettle meet pot. And don't go on there about Rizmel, because Rizmel really don't fuck with you like that, to be fair, and to be honest with you. He really don't fuck with you like that, to be honest. And I know that's why you're mad at him and that's why you brought him up. But you see, unlike you, Tribal, people can actually use their brains and not fall back into the same pattern. And oh, you, Miss Mag? I got something to say to you, little boy. Okay? Because the main topic here is about, the main topic here is about Tribal and GENHAWK, which I'll talk about Jordan soon. But it's like, Mag, let's be honest here. You're doing all the fucking work, like a good little dog that you are, right? And let's be honest here. You should have just pulled the trigger a long time ago. I don't know why you went on there texting Y Boss. You should have just did it. Now you got to do a whole nother plan over again. And it's like at the ending of the day, no matter if you're good at the game or not, you're going to go down in history as a dog. Is that what you really want? To go down in history as a dog? Right? Do you want to be known for something great on your own? With people that you could feel equal to? Or do you want to go down like a dog? Because I think you want to go down like a dog. Right? You're...
plan that it did. He said it didn't happen. Oh, so you're admitting that you're planning on Blake, right? That you're planning to turn on Blake, right? Right?
Well, I mean, that's what it looks like to me. So we gonna screenshot that. Oh, okay, so we're going to screenshot that. All right, so thank you for saying, right? And then you want to sit up there and you want to send me little John Cena gifts. It's like you want to sit up there and you want to send me little... Mag, if you were really smart, right? If you were really smart, you know what it is that needs to be done, but you want to sit up here and you want to act special needs. That's what you want to do, right? But guess what? It doesn't even matter how good you are at the game. You're going to go down as a dog.
And I don't know what 2v2 he's talking about. He can, like, I guess we'll be staying tuned. I don't know what 2v2 happened, but alright.
Meg, I would just be honest, but like back in 19, when you first joined VBI, your first day, you lost to me, like, in that 1v1, and you tried to UB me, like, mid-match, when I was playing you fair, yeah, like, you literally tried to play me like a fucking bum, and you still lost. On your first day being in VBI, man.
See,
oh, but yeah, you want to claim in your delusional, drunk mind, or whatever shit you and your brother on. Because your brother thought it was okay to dress like a cheerleader on Halloween, which, I mean, you claim that he has a wife or he has a girl or whatever. I highly doubt that kind of behavior.
Mm.
But nevertheless, you're a joke, dude. You make fake videos with your owner.
You know what's the funny thing about it? It's like whenever some of these people, they get into VBI and shit like that, right? Like whenever some of them get into VBI, it's like they have to talk about it and they have to like brag about the shit. Like for what? Like why do you have to talk about it and brag? I'm like the first diva of SML, and I literally had amplified moveset and all of that, and I did my fair share of shit. You don't see me fucking bragging about it. It's like, what the fuck is that to go on there and brag about? Like, it literally doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, cool, okay, you made it into a clan. Good job, bro. Like, great for you. The fact of the matter is, no matter how you try to toss it, flip it, turn it, twist it, bop it, pull it, shove it, it doesn't matter. You were going to set the man up. And that's just that at the ending of the day. You can backtrack your messages. You can delete what you want. You could flip narratives. You can say people's... Let's be honest here. Who would ever want to pose somebody who takes a picture of their own doo-doo in the toilet? That's dirty shit. Like, let's be honest here.
This dude has made fake videos. Like, he, like, played, like, a whole, like, knowing it's, like, a poser account of me on 20... and he being weird about it and like claiming, oh, it's you, dude. It's like Meg. This is why I don't even like you anymore, man. Because it's like y'all niggas on this are actually weird.
Like it's like, is it just so hard to tell the truth?
Desperate. It's desperate.
Yeah, Carly, I know it's just weird as fuck.
It's desperate. Yeah, I agree. They're all fucking desperate.
It's a weird as fuck. Right? So it's like, Mag, if you, at the ending of the day, here's the thing. Your logos are being used. You're being used to make cause. Just everything is all you. It's might as well you be the leader, to be honest. I mean, I understand you still got the butt plug in and all of that in the third. But at the ending of the day, I mean, come on, let's be honest here. Who else is really helping you out when you're doing these matches? Nobody is helping you out. Nobody's helping you out. So you know what? Good. Go. Be a good little dog. Act like you hate me so bad. Act like you hate Luna. Act like you hate us all so bad. But at the ending of the day, we did what you couldn't do, and that's walk away and stand on our own 2 feet. So while you're over there getting used and having your T1 logos copy and pasted onto other cause that wasn't originally the clan color to begin with, just understand that you're not getting paid for this. You're not getting paid to be a good dog. You're a dog for free. You're a free dog. Okay? And I can't respect somebody who's a free dog. So, if nobody has anything to say to the fanboy, since he's fanboying over Judgment Day, because to be honest here, if y'all want to ask me if I hate Mag, I really don't. I really don't hate Mag. I don't. I just find this like, the boy, as Luna said before, he just chooses to not want to use his brain. Like, he likes acting sped on purpose.
It's a weird white boy. It's like, I don't fuck with, like, niggas like that. It's like, yo, like, you don't even got your head together.
Yeah, it's like, you want to be sped on purpose.
That man hate the LGBTQ, but he gay himself. Like, just come out of the closet. The LGBTQ will accept you. We won't, but they will. So
it's like, yeah. And I mean, that's all I have to say to you, Mag. Hopefully one day you come to your senses, right? Because at the ending of the day, I call it a spade for spade. Yeah, you might be decent at the game, good or whatever, but you're going to go down in history as a dog. That's what's going to happen. So that's up to you. Nobody over here in Judgment Day is going down as a dog. Absolutely, Carlito. See, Carlito's doing the bark on you because you're going to go down like the dog that you are. You're not going to be known for you being whatever you want to be called, King Mag. You're just going to go down as one of the members. That's it, one of the members.
By the way, Mag, like, before we, like, stop, like, talking about you, man, you will go down as one of those players to be, yeah, one of those people that cried over a WWE video game.
Mm-mm-mm.
Boy, damn near had a whole connection. he damn near had a whole connection over it.
Mm.
Breathing heavy, fucking over there sobbing.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, we're gonna go on ahead and we're gonna move on. You could stay like a good little bitch in the crowd for the Judgment Day, right? Make your fake videos, cry in the comment section, and do whatever you need to do. Because like I said, this stream is about GenHawk and Tribal. That's what it's about, right? Moving along. I'm on this V-Buck screen for a reason. So Luna and Judgment, apparently I can afford $8. This is the new narrative now. That RTA, she can't afford $8, and that I begged Jordan to buy me all of these things, and that I can afford certain things. Mind you, I'm sitting here with over 1,000 skins in my locker. Over 1,000 skins in my locker. I should scroll over and show it, but if y'all go watch my past streams, y'all will see it. I'm not even going to show all the skins that I have in my locker, right? Now, here's the thing with the whole $8 scenario, and I'm going to shut this shit down right now. Number one, Jordan, hey, hi. How are you? Don't really care, right? So that question was rhetorical. The last time I made a stream about you was pertaining to you and Glenn. I have not spoken to you since. You got jumped by E2 and Wendy Williams, the toothless Wendy Williams. You said your piece. You said you were leaving the community to go live your best life. You wrote some Bible on your posts, and that's all. You were gone. Nobody talked about you. Nobody said anything about you. But I find it ironic because when this situation happened, I told them, Jordan is going to use this as an excuse to come right back into the mix. Because let's be honest here, you've been doing that for years, saying you're going to leave the community, you're done and retired. But for some reason, you find it's like you're a mouse, like a house mouse. Like you patch up the little holes in winter so that like the mice can't get in because they're looking for a place to stay in the cold, and you keep gnawing your way into the home and like making a hole in the walls and just like gnawing your way into people's homes only to get caught on the trap each and every time. See, here's the thing. I really can't explain why you're back. I'm guessing because you want to be a part of the mix because it's the hottest thing happening right now in the community, and you want to go on there and talk about how before I addressed the $8 that I wanted to date you. When me and you started talking about Luna, I wanted to date Jordan because you were there the majority of the time. I was messaging him around the time before I ever started dealing with E2. There is no possible way.
Never had you ever mentioned anything about wanting to date Jordan. That's one.
Like,
in fact, when you saw what he actually looked like, you were like, "That's not for me." So
right.
We're not going to sit there and act like there was any of that going on when you literally was not even going to fuck around with him in the first place. In fact, the whole money situation, he wanted to get petty and mad, and that's why when he said he was going to do that one thing for you, that one thing,
exactly,
he didn't want to do it anymore. So Jordan over there, I don't even know. I don't know much, so I don't fucking care that much when it comes to him. But you're not going to sit your ass there and try and fucking lie, bitch. Your ass was not going to be chose. You sat there and got mad that you wasn't getting chose, and then that's when you took back what you was going to say, even though you said you was going to do it in the first place.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you. So the narrative is this is why, Jordan, I say you're mad about me being with E2K, because it's like the fact that you're trying to, because you've posted this before, like saying like E2K was like my second choice and option. No, E2 was the one I wanted and E2 was the one I got. That's the thing. You just can't handle it. Mind you, okay? The whole $8 thing that you're trying to make up on me, bro, is really, really weird because it's like you're sitting there acting like you never used to offer to do things for me on your own, such as Fortnite stuff and making these random ass thumbnails. I even have screenshots of you offering to do things for me without me even asking. Then when you realize that I didn't see you in that way and we weren't going to get back together, the thumbnail that you planned on doing for me and the Fortnite skin that you were going to give me, that you offered to give me, right? Which was $20, by the way, it wasn't $8. You got upset and you decided that you didn't want to do it anymore. So the whole reason why me and you got into an argument was because I was like, how are you going to tell me that you're going to do something, then on the day you're supposed to do it, you're the one who sat your ass up there and told me you didn't have the money right now to do it because you don't get paid till UK time at 12 o'clock. Why are you trying to spin the narrative? And had you known that you wasn't going to get paid till 12 o'clock, why the fuck would you say that you're going to do something knowing that you didn't get the pay yet? That literally makes no sense. So I find it funny that you're sitting your ass on Discord or wherever the fuck you're sitting your ass at, like literally spewing these lies when I've been done with you since you got jumped by E2 and Wendy Williams, aka Toothless, and you left the community. I haven't spoken to you since then. So it's like, why the fuck are we going back over this when this was already done and buried? Like, why are we backtracking? Like, do you want to get involved in the situation that bad? Like, bro, find another hole or another rhyme or reason to get involved in these situations. Why are you trying to backpedal on things that are fucking old so you could try to insert yourself? Moving on though from that $8 shit, I have money on my account, as you can see, and I have over 1,000 fucking skins in my locker, which honestly, you know what, let me go to that shit right now, okay? So we got 1,000, I'm not putting more V-Bucks on my account, okay? Let me show you how much things I got here. So this is the filter locker, hold on. Let's go look at the skins really fast. Because I'm going to just show them the skins before we move on to whatever y'all got to talk to about Jordan with. Because, hold on. Let me just go to the skins locker. But babe, you can start talking about what you got to start talking to Jordan about the whole personal thing. Where apparently he thinks I'm the one who just like brought up his daughter and shit like that. Like.
Oh yeah, about that, no. Jordan, it was me who decided to bring up your daughter and everything else because that's exactly what I do. You wanted to post about me and like your little like YouTube like community post and all that crap, typing up all your Glenn autobiographies like anybody really cares. I skimmed through it, and like I said, it was me who mentioned, you know, your daughter who, you know, made the call and everything. I'm pretty sure I said that before on a stream. So, yeah, and no manipulation was behind that in any form of way. That's all on me. And you can go be salty about it and say, oh, he's a pedophile, he saved a photo of my daughter. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Because how I see it, it's karma for you. You like going personal with people, right? So, eye for an eye. I mean, even though you didn't go personal with me, as none of these niggas know anything about me in this community, and they won't, but it's the fact that the simple principle that you go personal with people. So, with that fact being said, I actually went personal with you, mentioned your daughter, mentioned your surgery, and you're not doing a damn thing about it. You're not gonna flag anybody's YouTubes. You're not gonna just do anything about it. Like, just get the fuck on. Like, you wanted to say you're gone from this community, stay away. because nobody cares. You and Glenn, again, like I said, y'all niggas cannot just move on. It's fucking weird.
Look at this.
Get over it.
Look at this, y'all. Look at all these skins that I have on total. All in total. 1,105. And here are the separated sections for each type of skin, whether it's the light up skins, unlockable styles, selectable styles, favorites, recent. Like, so I recently got 24 skins. And altogether, I have 1,105. Who's broke or can't afford $8? Why? Just because my boyfriend wants to be a real man and do things for me from time to time? That's none of your fucking business. It's not my fault that you're fucking cheap, bro. Not every person is like you, dude. Like, why the fuck you even care about, like, literally what's going on with my locker? And let me say something. I never said anything bad about your daughter at all. In fact, I have a screenshot where you said that I would be a good role model for your daughter. But now, because you're mad at me because you didn't like what the fuck I told you pertaining to my brother, because you made a disrespectful comment about my brother and you insulted my brother, so E2 went personal with you. And the reason how I knew what it is that you did was because E2K and Wendy Williams, aka Toothless, let me know everything that you said about me in that PlayStation VC. Okay, boy? So please stop going on and trying to play innocent. Because when me and you had this whole discussion about a video that you offered to help me with, you didn't want to help me with the video because you thought that the idea was stupid. And I said, well, Jordan, it doesn't matter if you think it's stupid. If you offered to help me and this is something I want to upload, why should it matter if you think it's stupid if you're going to help me? That was the whole conversation. That's number one. Number two, then you went on telling people how you knew about the situation that happened with me and my brother. You didn't know shit because I didn't even give people all of the information pertaining to my brother. And then you made a disrespectful comment about my brother. Me and you stopped talking because I wasn't going to go back and forth and argue with you. And you removed me off of Discord and you couldn't leave the situation alone. You then went and you dragged E2 and you dragged Toothless into a PlayStation chat and you started talking shit about me. Why would you talk shit about me with my boyfriend? They literally came back and told me what it is you said. And then I turned around and I was just basically like, how are you going to sit there and talk shit about me in a PlayStation party when you used to sit on fucking, what is it, fucking Snapchat and talk shit about Toothless? No, you don't get to run around and talk shit about different people when it suits you. So I went and I told Toothless what the fuck you said about beating him on WWE, and then they all devised a plan to jump your ass. And that's exactly what fucking happened. And as far as your surgery, yes, you told me not to say anything about your surgery, but I told my boyfriend about your surgery because I was worried about you. Because of the rate that you had with your surgery, you said you had a 30% chance of croaking over. And because I was concerned about you and I was worried about you at the time before I knew you were a slithering ass snake, because I thought you changed, I told E2K, yo, this is really bothering me. Like, can you say prayers for him? This is the date of his fucking surgery. And E2K actually felt bad for you up until you did what you did, so he decided to go personal about your surgery. But it was my ass sitting up there feeling sorry for you, only for you to yet again spit in my fucking face. So please, don't try to come back out of nowhere and rise up like the Undertaker and act like shit is new. Because the whole situation, and I'm gonna touch on the Dario video too. Okay, why are you mad because I met Dario in person and he's vouching that I'm a good person? Why does that upset you? Then you want to go on there and you want to talk about how I got the proof and the evidence and the recording of what Dario said about me. Little boy, the only recording you ever showed me that Dario said is which is why I stopped talking to him the first time, was because he got mad at me. Okay, he got mad at me because he felt like he had a chance, and you can go ask him himself, and I did not see him that way. I saw him as a friend, okay? And then we got into it, We stopped speaking, and he was cool with you around the time, and he told you to flag my YouTube and get it deleted. You and Amp and everybody recorded it, and y'all played it back to me. And when I heard the recording around the time that Dario was mad at me, that's what made me stop talking to Dario. I didn't meet Dario yet around the time that happened. I didn't meet Dario till years later after I forgave him, dumbass. And they all know the story. So how are you going to say that that recording is pertaining to him meeting me in person when I didn't meet him till years after the situation that I had stopped talking to him over the YouTube thing? Remember, I got the recording that he told you to flag my YouTube. It wasn't nothing about meeting him in person, because at that point I ain't see him in person yet till years later after I forgiven him and I decided to let that shit be bygones, and we've been good ever since. He seen me in person, we had a great time, he said I was pretty, whatever, and we moved the fuck on. It was your ass when I used to have an Instagram and my Instagram was private, which I don't have Instagram anymore, so I don't understand where all of these fake ass Instagrams is coming from. I posted a picture with Dario, and you were one of the few people that I had on there from the WWE community, because a lot of WWE community people are weird, and you wanted to sit your ass up there and you wanted to screenshot the picture with me and Dario and then pass it around to people. That's how people knew me and Dario met in person, because of your ass going on my Instagram and screenshotting it to show people, but yet you claim that you're not obsessed with me. So it's like, when you're over here running your mouth and talking the shit, okay, about how I'm randomly bringing you up, the only reason why I said shit about you in the Discord is because Naz brought you up and said what you said about me. So like a grown-ass woman, I fucking rebutted, and when I rebutted off of what Naz said, they screenshotted it and they sent it to you. Don't nobody worried about you, boy. Just letting you know.
Exactly.
You know what I find so sad?
Yeah.
You know what I find so sad?
Yeah.
Is that people take the bait. They take the bait from the bullshit. It's like, you know exactly what Blake is going to, I'm sorry, Wendy Williams.
Right.
Over there. You know exactly what Wendy Williams is trying to do when Wendy Williams goes to you and starts telling you a whole bunch of shit.
That is true.
You know exactly what Wendy is trying to do. But still, you over here sitting down, taking the bait and trying to run with it. You look so dumb. Because then now, people bring out the actual fucking evidence, the actual fucking truth, and then you sit there and you look stupid with your outdated ass fucking bullshit.
Yeah, like this shit is outdated.
Y'all don't know anything about people's personal lives, yet y'all sit here thinking that y'all know things about people's personal lives. That's the weird
But
part.
you know what's so funny? Two things I want to mention. Two things I want to mention. Right, number one, Jordan, you claim you know so much about me, yet when I dated you back in 2014, bitch, you didn't even have my phone number. Okay? You didn't have my phone number. You didn't have my address. Bitch, you didn't even know my last name. Up until, like, recently. You didn't even, and we would just talk in VCs, or we would play video games. And it's like, if you really had all of this personal information that you claim that you had about me, the way how you're so bitter about me right now, you would have been leaked that shit already. Like, if you had my address, you would have leaked it. If you had my phone number, you would have leaked it. If you had nudes from me, you would have fucking leaked it. So please stop trying to go on and act like you have, like, this big information on me and you know me more than anybody else. Boy, me and you stopped dating in, like, 2014. People changed. People grow since then. You don't know nothing about me. So why are you trying to bait people acting like you did? Because if you really did, you would have been did something already, but you can't because you don't don't got nothing. So please stop trying to act. And then on top of that, you want to sit up here and you want to send Shane videos on Wendy Williams, aka Toothless, for him to upload. You want to be on Shane and Boss's side. How you go from being on Shane and Boss's side to now talking I'm baffled. I'm so confused because you were just on Shane and Boss's side. And it's like, Jordan, what are you doing? Like, what, like, do you, like, are you a slave? Like, you want to talk about how E2 is a slave and this and that just because we have a healthy relationship? It's like somebody literally beat your ass, set you up and jump you, and you're back to help the same very motherfucker that did, like, what? What is wrong with you?
That's the funny part.
Like, is your brain working?
And also another thing, Jordan, you want to claim 1-0 on me when I carried your stupid ass little league in a week tops, and in that same week I became a Grand Slam champion. I won all the titles that you decided to make up, you know, and whatever title you made up, I was that champion. And that same Williams didn't like that. You wanted to claim 1-0 on me. Last time I checked, nigga, you didn't want to make a 1v1 against me because you know I would have whooped your ass easily too. Same for Shane, he would have shat on you. So like, don't ever try to claim 1-0 on me, bro. You know what would happen if we played 1v1 in that league. You would have got fucked up, and I would have clipped it too.
If I remember right, Wendy Williams cried to Jen about that.
Right.
It's like,
really did. Like, these bitch-ass niggas.
It's like, what is, it's like, Jordan, honest to God, like, what is wrong with you? Like, all jokes aside, like, what is wrong with you? And, like, all of this shit that's happening to you, you steady wanting to blame me. It's like, E2K and Shane already said this whole thing was their plan, but for somehow, Luna, I'm getting blamed. When I just went with my boyfriend and my bros, like, why is everything me?
Take it as a compliment at this point because they saying that your pussy is magic at this point, girl.
That's true. Must be.
They're saying your pussy is magic because you just be making everybody fucking just align with you and do stuff for you.
Right?
As it seems. That's what they're making it seem like. So
it's like, bro, it's like you and Tribal got done dirty by Wendy like multiple times, and it's like y'all are back to slaving. It's like at the ending of the day, if this issue never happened and if E2K and Shane didn't do what they did because they wanted the best for the community, it's like y'all wouldn't have been a thought. Like, Jordan, nobody was thinking about you till this situation happened. So it's like the fact that you're allowing somebody to use you like a puppet on strings just because they have a problem with E2 and Shane and Boss and other people, it's very telling that your mind is very, very weak and frail. Because with the way that you always seem to keep up with me and the things that I do, you could have gladly fucking messaged me on Discord, and you could have gladly fucking spoke to me one-on-one, and my boyfriend would not have fucking stopped me from talking to you 1v1 because he doesn't control me and I don't control him. But no, you don't want to do that. You want to sit up here, you want to flip-flop like a fucking Aunt Jemima pancake, you want to be on Shane and Boss's one side 1 minute giving them videos on Wendy, then you want to flip-flop and now you want to be in other people's stream talking shit. Like, which one is it? This is why I don't fuck with you, because you can't stay like on, like, bitch, just don't take no side at this point, because it's like looking real like you better than Tootface himself. You better than Tootface himself. And no, Shane did not run from nothing or no one. Shane just don't got time for your bullshit about you playing flip-flop. So on his end, there's nothing to really talk about with you. He didn't block you. He just simply didn't respond because he doesn't think you're relevant.
That's another thing too, Jordan. You want to claim that I blocked you? I read your message. I seen your message. I just didn't give a fuck about it.
They don't care. And as Luna is saying, why they don't care is because the situation that happened with you, this shit is old. So why are you trying to resurface it? And even if you're gonna come back for the revenge, boy, at least come back for the revenge for the person that set you up, dude. I didn't need to get you out the way. Because irregardless, I was going to be with E2K, regardless of you being in or out the clan. You're not God. You weren't going to stop me from being with the man. So it didn't really matter to me if you were in. It didn't matter to me if you were out. Because I can tell you fuck you on this live. I could tell you fuck you in your messages. And I could tell you fuck you to your face. So it doesn't really matter where it's going to be at. I could still say fuck you. And I will forever say fuck you because you're a toot-faced person. That's what you are. 1 minute you're super nice to me and you're acting like I'm the greatest person in the world, but then when I stand up to you and I tell you the things that I want to tell you about how I personally feel about the way you act, you want to sit up there and you want to get mad about it. It's like you like a weak-minded girls or weak-minded women who can't stand up for themselves and tell you when you're fucking wrong. You just want people to kiss your ass all of the fucking time. And that's not gonna happen. I'm not a weak bitch. If I see you acting like a fucking clown, which you are right now, because you managed to flip-flop in between 3 dudes in the span of 2 months. 1 minute helping Shane and Boss collect information and giving them videos, and then next minute you riding Wendy Williams, aka Toothless. Like, bitch, which one is it? That's why I don't fuck with you, because you're very two-faced and you try to flip narratives, and I really don't have time for you, and I haven't spoken to you since you left the community. So please stop trying to act like I'm just randomly bringing you up. And as far as your graphic art, you know what? You are right. There is one thumbnail that I have for yours up there that I didn't even remember that you did, but every other design on my channel is mine. If you're that petty, since you like to claim that you're a grown man and you want to talk about it when you're the one who did it for me on your own and offer to do it, I will remove it and switch it out with one of the other 100 thumbnails that I have that I did on my own. Okay, Petty Betty? Woohoo, 1 thumbnail on one of my streams. 1. That's what you want to talk about? So you're scraping, you're raking and scraping for anything to talk about at this point. So Shane, do you have anything to say to Jordan, since he thinks you like to run away or like whatever the fuck or whatever the case may be, so you could shut that shit down?
I read your message, Jordan. I didn't give a fuck. Plain and simple. You're a fucking cockroach of the community that keeps coming back.
Right.
Fucking you decided it was ruthless.
Right.
Come on. Dude. I'm sorry, Wendy Williams.
Right. He don't care, Jordan. He don't care, because at the ending of the day, we all know you're being used for an ulterior motive. Right. He don't care. And let's make this clear to you, Jordan and Tribal. Because, Tribal, I'm going to let you go on your own little journey so you can learn on your own what real friends are while you wanted to sit there and run your mouth. I'm going to let you go on your own journey. But when that shit goes back to... You said what?
Sarge is going to get real close with him.
Right.
Like his uncle.
Right. So when you want to sit up there and you want to backpedal on me, Luna, all of the Judgment Day because you just couldn't handle the truth, I'm going to let you go on your own journey, and I'm going to make you think that you're doing something. But like me and Luna told you, the writings be on the wall, and people just can't see it. It's like spade for spade, kettle meets pot. In order to be successful, you have to learn the first time when you go through a situation. Shouldn't take you 2, 3, 4 times to learn the same thing. But I forgot, your brain don't really work that well. So I guess you're going to have to be going off to learn for the 4th time. There is some misconception that E2K and Shane are going to backpedal and go apologize and do all that. They're not coming back. They're done. It's not going to happen.
It's not like
I put the knife into Toothless' chest, and I made no regrets toward it. I exposed that man's everything, and I exposed to the fact that he's a pedophile that likes to save, photos. Just gonna leave it at that.
Shane, you going back? Because apparently Sir Tribal is convinced that you're gonna go back and things are crumbling. What's crumbling? Because everybody in Judgment Day here, we chilling in the clubhouse.
I'm never going back to the Toothless fuck.
That's it. Oh, and by the way, I'm not manipulating them to not go. Am I the reason why y'all are choosing not to go back? By the way, just to clarify. All right. All right, because apparently, I mean, I'm the reason why y'all are choosing not to go back, or because y'all did why y'all did what y'all did. Like I said,
I'm going to make it perfectly clear, and I'm going to say it directly towards you, Blake. You never get your clan back.
Copyrighted by E2 and Boss.
Boss has the copyright. I'm like literally, and like I said, this wasn't even, it's mainly about Tribal and Jordan, but it's just like, let's be honest here. Let's call it spade for spade. E2, whether I was in the clan or not, E2K and Shane were going to do this a long time ago. If it's one thing that Tribal was correct about, is the fact that they've been planning on doing this. I just went because, like I said before, I'm cool with them. Shane is like a brother to me. E2 is my boyfriend, and I'm loyal. That's it. This was not my plan. Like how this nigga's trying to make it seem like, oh, she went into their heads and manipulated them and they decided all this plan. No, it was all them, and they're right here to tell you. And it's just basically like I went with them. So I don't understand how this is turning into a cry about RTA. It's like, okay, well, cry about it, I guess. But it's like at the ending of the day, there's no cracks. There's no crumbles. There's no nothing like that. We have great people in Judgment Day. We have a lot of people, some people who y'all don't even know about. As y'all can see, Judgment Day is fully united, and in 25 we got work to do. So we're not going to sit up here and keep on going back and forth with your autistic ass, Tribal. You're just going to have to learn on your fucking own, because you lack accountability for the shit that you do, and you look to make people feel sorry for you because you have this image that you want to uphold. Okay, don't get it twisted. Like I said, I show myself and I post myself because I love who I am. It has nothing to do with me trying to prove to people online. I'm not you going back and forth with people in the community chat writing books and Bibles and crying in VCs and taking things personal and being sensitive. I'm a fucking girl, and I'm fucking stronger than you. You cry like a little bitch, and because people tell you you cry like a little bitch, you want to talk about, I'm the top heel, I'm Logan Paul dude, I'm Edge dude, I'm Damian Priest dude, I'm this person dude, I'm Christian dude, I'm the Gunther Glazer dude, you're this person dude, you're the top heel dude. Top heels aren't little bitches. They stand on 10 toes, and they stand on who they are, no matter who the fuck comes at them. And when the pressure got too tough, and when E2K yelled at you, you fucking crumbled like a little bitch, and you didn't know how to handle it, and you went crying to ops, and you went crying to people. So no, you're weak as fuck, and I'll be the real bitch to tell you that, because you know what? Whether it's twin, whether it's sis, whether, you know, Judgment Day were your brothers, used to be your brothers, we're not going to tell you things that you want to hear. We're going to tell you things that are going to make you a better person. But one thing that Wendy Williams, aka Toothless, was right about is that you would be the easiest person to get back and get into your good graces. And look at what you did. You got used up like a good little dog, and even then you couldn't even get the information properly. Because according to you, this person left, that person left, but Judgment Day's all here laughing at you. Even people you didn't know it was in the clan is here laughing at you. So it's like, who really left other than you? Joke's on you, not me. So with that being...
Tribal, you would have fired right back at E2.
Yep.
No, you did some snitch bullshit, bro.
Yeah, you should have just messaged E2. See, here's what you should have done, Tribal. Okay? Because you were going good all of December. I'll give you that credit. But almost doesn't count. If you was really that butthurt about what E2 said to you, you could have messaged him. Or as Luna said, you could have got at him right then and there. You could have said what you had to say to him right then and there. And I'm going to go over the stream. And every claim that we made, I will get the appropriate screenshots for it, and I will link it in Gyazo with proof and evidence. Okay? To show that when people watch the stream and they link back, they watch the stream and they look at the links below, they will see every single fucking detail that we covered with proof and evidence to show. It's going to take me time to gather the evidence because we have so much, but they will be Gyazo'd and they will be linked. But it's so funny, Tribal. You talk about how we're mentally ill. Everybody in Judgment Day are mentally ill. We didn't live juvenile lives and got held down in a prison. We didn't get backstabbed by a girlfriend or a boyfriend and had them chose the best friend. Like, what?
He didn't get held down by his uncle either.
Nobody got held down by their uncle. Nobody's parents neglected them to where they had to go to a juvenile hall. You suffered hella fucking trauma.
I go a step further with you, Queerest, because you told me something else.
Oh.
Your own mother and father didn't even love you. That's why you're adopted.
Well.
Damn.
So, it sounds like to me, Tribal, you are the one going through all of the trauma, and because people abandon you in your life and they never kept you around, right? Now when you meet good people like me, who was your sis, and your brothers in the Judgment Day, you just automatically assumed that, like, you self-sabotage yourself. You automatically assume, well, that's what my life was full of. People leaving me and turning their back on me. So, fuck it. I'ma just crash out. You didn't have no worth for any of us, because if you actually really cared about us, which obviously we know now you don't, you would have thought about what you did before you did it. So nice job looking like a jackass, right? And proving people right about the fact that you're weak-minded and sitting up on motherfucking lives trying to spin narratives, run your mouth, talk your shit, and even still can't get the story right. You have a big red clown nose on your face, glued, Elmer's glued, right, to your face, trying to entertain people and trying to make people feel special who weren't even a thought in this whole situation. So, I hope that you're proud of yourself, because the screenshots will be posted, including the one where you said that you loved me and you always will have love for me. And I just think you really need to take time away from the community, even though that's hard for you to do. But Luna put the nail in the coffin by saying, do you even have friends outside of the WWE community? Because you find it very hard to stay out the community chat when you say you're going to leave.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Mind you, I have not been in that chat for like days now. I've been fucking talking to friends and hanging out and playing video games with friends.
Right.
So if someone actually had friends, they wouldn't be sitting their ass in there day in and day out. Having number one ranked as the fucking person being chat, as the person being in chat. So sad, so embarrassed by it that they end up leaving the chat and rejoining with a different account.
Oh, and you know what's so funny? Speaking of rank, there's a comment that you said that your mother made, Tribal. And I will say your mother's a very intelligent woman. And I'm going to tell you why she's intelligent. You said that your mother said that normally the loudest person is in the room is the one that is the most retarded. And it's ironic that she said that to you, because you are the loudest in the WWE community chat and ranked number 1. You see how that plays out, Tribal?
Yeah, because he's the same stupid ass that's trying to claim 2-0 on me when this stupid nigga was literally in matches like lag switching himself. I'm fucking even admitted to breaking the match, so I'm gonna definitely claim that as a win over your stupid ass.
You see that, Tribal? And you talk about how my man's voice crack. His voice ain't cracking. The fuck you on about? Nobody made my man silent. At all. My man just don't got time to waste on people who can't use their brain and does the same shit over and over and over again. This is the one and only stream that Judgment Day is making about this situation to put it publicly out there, and we're moving forward. We have matches to do, cause to upload. We have better things to do. With that whole rivalry with Wendy Williams, aka Toothless, regardless of if he wants to say it's over when I say it's over, and it's over. This is why the stream is just mainly about you and Jordan, because I don't know where the fuck Jordan come from. If he had an issue with me, he could have spoke to me. And Tribal, like I said before, this is all being done out of anger. So please stop trying to make bitches feel special just because you're upset that you burned yourself a deeper hole with E2K. That's all that it is, because as you can see, the joke is on you. Multiple people in Judgment Day are here, even people you don't even know about, and I'll be letting Rizmal know that you actually did speak about him. But we're all here. And by the way, I'll be letting Rebel know that you spoke about him as well. So it's like the only person who left is you. Everything is fine. We're all here. Yo, what's up, Aang? How you been? Make sure to drop a like. If y'all have any questions, y'all could ask. Did we cover, though, everything, y'all? I feel like we covered everything.
I'd say so.
I feel like Judgment Day covered everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure probably Boss. Well, I don't know if Boss is going to make a stream, but Boss is, you know, here chilling and all that. And everybody in Judgment Day is chilling. Oh, Carlito, do you have anything to say? I don't think he does. I don't think he got anything to say. But yeah, so pretty much I'm going to list everything that we talked about in the screenshots to match. I'm going to go back through the stream, pin different parts, and show the proof and evidence of what I need to show, because unlike most people, I'm just not going to start up a stream and just blab my mouth. There's going to be evidence to show behind it. And one thing I do want to say, KZ, you already know RTA was coming back with a banger. So don't you worry. KZ, don't you worry. Never think that RTA is backed up into a corner, okay? And as far as Gold Digger, just because some of y'all parents don't love y'all, it doesn't mean that people who have good families that help them mean that they're broke or they're privileged. Some of y'all just really got fucked up lives. And to go on there and say that, Tribal, I eat takeout every day. I don't discuss to you what the fuck I eat. Like, what you on about? And even when me and you was in the old NK and now in Judgment Day, there was so many times I used to post my home cooked meals to where Wendy Williams, aka Toothless, would be like, oh, that looks good, you're not gonna share. Like, so this whole takeout thing that is like a topic of discussion, it's like, can we let it rest, please? Because at least I got food to eat at the ending of the day, right? You didn't even have the bread and the meat from the screenshot that I seen. I always have food in my fridge, but it doesn't seem to me that you do, because Tribal, you get angry and irritated when you ain't got no food and you gotta wait on your uncle to feed you. I don't have to wait on anybody to feed me. That's the difference. So, with that being said, if nobody in Judgment Day has anything else to say, just let me know so we can get ready to wrap this up and close this out. Do y'all have anything to say? Because this is the one and only broadcast that we're making. Like, we're not doing any more. It's not gonna happen. We touched up on everything we needed to touch up on. Do y'all have anything to say?
All I know is I got these screenshots and these screen recordings. People are known to backpedal, so I'm just letting this be known right now. Miss Mag over there, don't try and backpedal, cause I got you, bitch. And the same for Tribal.
Don't backpedal. And Mag, I just want to give you some advice, okay? Don't worry about RTA or E2K or Shane being backed up in the corner, because Judgment Day is stronger than ever, as you can see, because we come united as a group, right? Rebel couldn't make it, that's okay, but everybody else did. And like I said, we even have members that you don't even know about yet, but you'll find out. But we're all here. Some of them are just chilling. We're all here. And Judgment Day is stronger than ever, right?
One last thing for tribal.
Yeah, go ahead, Shane.
We all know you love to be butt fucked by your uncle.
Yeah, you into that incest shit. Weird ass nigga.
We're all here. Tribal, your former sis and your brothers of the Judgment Day, we're on here. You even got some new former brothers that you didn't even know about. At least you got to meet Sickness. Right? At least you got to meet Sickness tonight. The same one who you thought was not in Judgment Day, or, you know, Rebel and E2K are good. I don't know where the fuck you got that from. You're the only one that left. We're stronger than ever. And like I said, I'll be letting Rizmel know what it is that you said. You know, and I'm going to just say to you, Miss Mag, you got to know what you're doing at the ending of the day. Like, if you want to go down as a good player who did your shit, or if you want to go down as somebody's dog / slave, because your shit is just really being undermined. You know, on E2K's behalf, sorry, not sorry that he ruined your plan to backstab. Y'all can't do it the way E2 and Shane did it. I know y'all are trying to relive history, but nobody will be smart and clever enough to do what it is that they did. And the reason why they did what they did is because a certain someone seemed to think that they're the top barrel of the community when they ain't shit. Okay? And let me just make this very, very clear. I never said I was the top person on PlayStation. I said I was the top diva on PlayStation. That's what I said, because RTA in everybody's mouth. Let's make that very clear. So if nobody has anything to say, boss, is there anything you want us to tell them farewell about, or anything like that in general? Or anything you want us to touch up on before we go? And I just wanted to say, Tribal, learn to give accountability. Stop trying to flip narratives. Stop trying to make bitches feel special who you know yourself ain't special. Like, if you're gonna make a bitch your friend and make them be the second fiddle or the knockoff copy to try and replace me in some weird way, at least be honest about it, please. Because you know me and you know damn well I'm not insecure for shit. So it's like, just stop it. Please cut it out. Please stop trying to flip narratives. And to the bitches who just sitting on the side waiting to argue, or just thinking that the cookie's crumbling when the situation has nothing to do with them, it's like all of Judgment Day is here. I got my bros. I got Luna. I got my man. And the world tour is in full effect. I'm perfectly fine. Nothing is crumbling. I have everything. So, with that being said, is there anything boss wanted to say, or anybody else? And if not, Judgment Day is over and out.
Yeet.
Yeet. Yeah, Carlito said yeet. Y'all will find out who Carlito is pretty soon. But yeah, this is what a real faction is about. It's about unity. It's about speaking as one. It's about coming together. It's not about sitting down and listen to one person blab their fucking mouth about how great they believe they are at a game, but ain't did shit since 25 started. The only person I've seen that really remotely ever did anything so far in 25 in that shithole of a clan is fucking Mag so far. And even then, he's still making himself a clown. So, with that being said, Shane has spoken. I have spoken. Luna has spoken, E2 has spoken, Cygnus has spoken, Boss has relayed some messages, Carlito has spoken, and there's a lot more that y'all need to learn about the Judgment Day. But the next time you'll see us in a match. And when I say see us in a match, that means we'll be posting videos and onages. And yeah, y'all will never get another stream like this from us again. This was only a stream to confirm that we are fully united as one. And guess what? E2K and Shane are never coming back. And I know it burns a lot of people to hear that, but they themselves said they're never coming back. Ha ha!
I'm straight on that. I'm standing on that shit.
Same with me.
Right. So with that being said, Luna, can we do your Naomi exit? I hear them people scream my name. 1, 2, 3, go, go, go. All right, guys, the Judgment Day over and out. And don't be mad because I have everything. Cry about it. Bye.